And welcome inside the Scott Trade Center. I'm Andy Strickland. Well, last year in Buffalo in 2016, one of the best days in the history of St. Louis hockey, and really hockey anywhere, as 6 kids were selected in the NHL entry draft, 5 going in the first round. Really put St. Louis hockey on the map. Well, this year will be no different. We may not have as many kids as a year ago, but we'll still have at least one St. Louis kid drafted in the NHL Draft. His name is Luke Martin, and he joins us now. Good to see you, Luke. How are you?
Good, Tricky. How are you?
Everything is great. How has this process been thus far for you?
It's exciting. You know, it's someone told me it's a culmination to everything that I've done thus far in my career, and you know, it's a great opportunity to hopefully be able to work your tail off for a team that takes you.
You know, last year I saw you in the stands in Buffalo, and I know you enjoyed seeing a lot of your former teammates, not only out of St. Louis, but also with the National Team Development Program, get drafted. What was that experience like for you, Luke, having played with these guys? And I know you weren't draft eligible, but to seeing some of your best friends get taken in the draft.
It was pretty surreal to be there with them and just to share that excitement. And, you know, we've shared so many memories up through our careers together, you know, a lot of us being together for, you know, 15-ish years. And just to be around with them for that long, just to see them that excited about being picked was really special.
I know a lot of those kids are some of your best friends. You look at the number of kids from St. Louis that we mentioned. What kind of advice have they given you? Have you leaned on them as you prepare to hear your name called coming up in Chicago?
Yeah, just to put it out of your mind and not try to think about it. You know, Trent and Clayton and Logan and Joe and all those guys, they really helped me. And last year, pretty much my whole team went through the whole process of the draft, and the day after the draft, you know, all their stresses were done, and they were stressing out, you know, at times during the year, and then the day after, like I said, you know, everything's out the window, and you're picked, and if you're not picked, you know, you're trying to prove somebody wrong, and so it's just good advice, and I was happy to see that experience firsthand.
You never know where you're going to go, and I know you went to the Combine recently. You did yourself, you know, you did some good things there at the Combine in Buffalo. You can't worry about where you're going to go, right? But how many teams did you talk to, and have you spoken to up to this point, Luke?
I've spoken to around half the teams, and you know, I've had some good talks and some interesting talks, but I think you know, it's all up in the air.
And what are these conversations like for you? I mean, how interesting are these conversations, Luke? I mean, what kind of questions are they asking you?
They're fun for me. You know, I take it as an opportunity to get to know a lot of high-profile guys in the hockey world, and you know, a lot of well-respected people. And they're fun. They're good for me to for teams to be able to realize what I have under the hood, which is, I think, what's going to take me somewhere in my career.
Describe your game for us, Luke.
I'm a solid two-way defenseman, I like to call myself. I'm, you know, more reliant on my defensive game. You know, I have a very good stick and good feet for my size, and I think I can add in offensively as well. You know, I don't think I stress putting up a lot of points, but I think offense for me is more keeping pucks alive and jumping in on the backside and just adding in a little bit more of an offensive mindset.
You know, we're here inside the Scott Trade Center, of course, home of the St. Louis Blues. How familiar is this place to you? How often did you come down here as a kid, Luke?
All the time. Growing up, watching games, and you know, listening to you on TV, it was a blast, and I try to tune in as much as I can from up here.
Huge Blues fan?
Huge.
Who was your guy? Who was your guy growing up?
I'm a huge Bouwmeester fan. I also really like Barrett Jackman.
There you go. Growing up in St. Louis, obviously St. Louis hockey was put on the map. You know, even before last year, but last year really got a lot of attention with 6 kids going, and I mentioned 5 going in the first round. How much pride do you take in carrying on that tradition, Luke?
I think a ton, and I think you know, St. Louis hockey has come such a long way due to all the NHL alumni, and I think just to be you know, up there with some of those names last year, some of those such well-respected players, I think it's an honor, and I hope to carry it on.
Take me back to when your hockey career began. Which organization did you begin your career with?
I played for the Webster Wings to start, which was a great experience, and you know, a lot of good memories. And then I moved to Chesterfield, and then eventually to the junior Blues AAA program.
You know, I was looking at one of your team photos the other day from your Squirt AA team. And it's amazing when you look at the names in this picture. You guys were just young kids. You had no idea what was going to turn out in the future. But you had former first-rounders Trent Frederick and Logan Brown and Clayton Keller in the photo. You had Joseph Woll, who was your goaltender, who went in the 3rd round to Toronto last year. I mean, Brady Tkachuk is in the picture, who could go in the 1st round next year. You're in the picture. I mean, other kids who went on to play junior hockey who will also be playing college hockey. That was just an amazing, amazing team. You look back on it, I mean, it's pretty incredible how many of you guys have gone on to have success in hockey.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it's just all due to our coaches. And I think every single one of them would tell you the same thing. It's just due to Coach Brown and Coach Tkachuk and, Coach Mark Halliman, Kerry Preet, just a great group of coaches that worked with us and instilled a lot of values on the ice and a lot of, technical skills, but also just a competitive nature that they instilled in us and that willingness to succeed.
I want to start with Jeff Brown. What did he do for your career?
That's a tough question. He's done everything. I mean, just like I said, that competitive nature and just harping on me the little things for so long, and just finally when I started to put things together, I just thought, how much Coach Brown had helped me, and it's pretty tough to describe the impact he's had on my career.
What about Keith Tkachuk? I mean, not every kid has the opportunity to get coached by 2 guys with that level of experience. What does Keith Tkachuk mean to you?
Yeah, the same thing. Just obviously a competitive guy, and it was just such an honor to play for such a great player. And I think I took it for granted sometimes, when I would look down the bench and look at these guys. I think I didn't really realize the impact that they would have on me. And now looking back, just, it means everything that they took the time, to coach me and my buddies and put up with us for that long. And it was just really an honor.
You had a chance this last season to be coached by the legendary Red Berenson, a legend at the University of Michigan, also here with the St. Louis Blues as well. What did he do for you? I know you only got a chance to play for him for 1 year, but what kind of impact did he make on your career?
It was great to be part of his legacy here and to finish things off, and just to play for a man that has had such an impact not only here at Michigan but on college hockey and professional hockey. Just learning in and out, how to be a pro. He has such a professional mentality, and I think just taking bits and pieces from that is just something that I'll hold on to forever.
All right, Luke. Hey, listen, the best of luck. We're looking forward to seeing where you end up, and obviously the hockey community here in St. Louis is very proud of you. So good luck. Enjoy the process in Chicago.
Yeah, thank you very much. Take care.